We're at a really exciting point in the future of this site, the Baker District. It's got to be the most significant, ambitious, and exciting development to happen in the downtown core since the founding of our city. The Baker District is the site of a $300 million development. It includes commercial and residential units, additional parking, public space, and a new central library. But why here? To answer that question, we have to think of Guelph as a whole. We are going to be adding 60,000 residents in the next 20 years, and we have to grow. The areas that have been identified for growth are here in the South End, here in the Northeast, the West End, as well as the downtown core. The Baker District was identified 12 years ago as the ideal site for a mixed-use development. All this means the downtown core will be enriched with places for us all to live, work, and play. The city is working with a world-class team of architects and developers, with Windmill Development Group as the project lead. They were chosen for their extensive experience in developments that integrate a triple bottom line: people, planet, and prosperity, to create a development imbued with 21st century values.
Understanding how the sun would hit the site, having it oriented east-west just provides. What's really exciting about the Baker District is the location and the partnership with the city. I think what helped to demonstrate the passion that Windmill brings to this project is a philosophy called One Planet Living. Those priority principles are carbon, so really focusing on how much carbon is being used in the buildings and influencing how people are getting to and from the site. We also are focusing on sustainable transportation, so really encouraging people to get out of their cars and walk or use their bikes. One of the key elements of the Baker District is the public library that will be built on the north half of the site. The library really acts as an anchor piece for the entire development.
We have gone through about 18 months of iterative design processes that all along the way through a series of community engagement meetings has been informed by public question, desire, and comment. The new library is about 3 times the size of the existing facility. At 88,000 square feet, it's full of the very contemporary offerings of a public library, what we would expect to find today. Still full of books, but full of so much more.
There's going to be art space. There's going to be creative space. The new library will enhance the community as well. It's going to be a nice community hub.
The Civic Square at 1.2 hectares is a hybridized green space with some hardscape. It will be a highly programmed space, likely to be driven by the library. And it is yet another component that extends this library into the next 50 years.
The total cost of the Baker Street redevelopment is currently estimated to be around $300 million. The city will provide $125 million, and for every dollar invested by taxpayers, $2 will be contributed by private sector collaborators. It's a partnership that'll benefit our entire city. It takes imagination and public input to create a vision for a new public library and other spaces that are part of this development. It's amazing. When you look at it from a different perspective, you start to see how beautiful it could be. Right now, this is a parking lot, but what we're building is so much more. Spaces for innovative business and institutions, a place to call home, a modern library and public spaces. And underneath all of that, it's also a parking lot. This will be one of the most exciting developments our city has ever seen.